This not just girl talk.
It's talk for the people.
You got two women,
Two voices,
one sound.
and that's the truth.
You here with the married Dawn,
And the selective Dawn.
and we here to call a spade a motherfucking spade. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's get to it. Is you ready, Shanita?
I don't know. Is
ready
Troy
as I'm-
ready?
Oh wait, Troy not ready.
Okay.
Oh, you ready? All right.
See, he said he on his job. Y'all, you was playing with him earlier. He want this job.
Well, I don't know if he was on it because he ran that sound bite back. So I don't know.
Exactly. It was. But I wasn't gonna say nothing.
We gotta
Come on,
introduce
Gab.
Troy. She trying to take over?
No.
Because we had that problem last week.
Ooh.
Nah,
Let
Shanita,
me
we
stay
just
in my
playing.
lane. You going to stay in my lane?
But we back. Welcome to 2020, the year of.
Execution.
Okay, Shanita, the year of.
Of everything.
Okay, mine is the year of a clear vision. No more shadiness, no more fuzziness, no more passes. Well, maybe some passes.
Not you, pass giving Patty.
Maybe some passes.
So what would warrant someone not to get a pass from you?
Or shadiness.
You know what? You have to be really, really vindictive to not get a pass. I think I'm still willing to let a lot of things go because I don't care. I just don't care. I'm in a better space where I just don't care anymore. So it got to be real bad. So I can't think of nothing now because I would hope y'all niggas ain't trying to come for me.
I feel like that too. Honestly,
Oh.
I agree with her. Like it's something recently that I was just like, I don't care about a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just gonna be whatever it is whatever it is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I agree. Well, as a business owner, what if they taking money out your mouth?
Oh no, that's something different.
Okay.
So you care about that?
Yes.
Okay,
'Cause
hold
I-
that thought because I feel like you get ready to go somewhere. Hold that thought because people don't know who you are.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to backtrack a little bit because we haven't seen our audience since 2019.
And we so sorry about that, y'all. Not that we ain't seen y'all in a while, but the way we left y'all.
So disclaimer, the views expressed on this show are
Oh,
that
y'all
of the
started with
individual.
best.
Oh,
Okay, yes. Come on.
us.
And us and me too.
And me too. Come
Well,
on.
us is inclusive, darling.
Oh, okay.
We can push your bottle to the front. I know you're a
Y'all
little
tell me
nervous.
don't be nervous no more.
We
I
see.
feel like home and I am.
Good. See, let me tell y'all, it's deeper than this, but this makes us get comfortable and ready and willing to be honest.
Honestly. Because a
And-
drunk tongue speaks a sober mind.
Hey, but we not drunk.
We not.
And Shanita, so honest, she came with a broken seal already. She broke her seal before she got here, but that's okay. That's what we
Not,
here for.
look, y'all ain't give me the rules.
That's all right.
y'all
That's
just
all
said
right.
it was a BYOL. And I was like, oh, all right, cool.
That's all right. So, I mean, tell us what you've been up to, Toya. We're going to go down the line. What you been up to since
I thought we was
last
going to
time we
introduce
seen-
Shanita.
Well, we're going to do a show recap.
Okay. So what was the question?
You know, how has 2020 started off for you?
2020 has been amazing. Absolutely amazing. But I missed you.
I'm still here, friend.
I know.
I haven't gone anywhere.
But I haven't seen you.
It's only been a couple weeks.
It's been 14 days.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
I miss you.
I'm here.
But then I was looking back through our pictures and I was like, we spent the last couple of New Year's Eves
Together.
together.
I seen them.
Like years.
I was like, y'all are cute.
And we all got some memories
Mm-hmm.
from them New Year's Eves.
Especially
So
this last one.
2019 or 18?
19. I stayed in a McDonald's drive-through line for a long time.
A very long time. Where was I at?
Like-
I had drove from
That's okay. We don't need your location. but
Bowie to home, was home, and you were still in that same McDonald's line.
That's fine.
But 2020 has been really good. I'm blessed, dog. It's been amazing. 35, it's been good to me. It's like it's been waiting for me to grow up.
Okay.
So she's here.
She being you.
She is me.
Okay. Need it.
Tricky T. It rhymed. No? Okay. Sorry, Shanita. Go ahead.
What am I answering?
Who are you?
Oh, I'm just Shanita.
No, you're not just Shanita.
I mean, I am. I'm Shanita, the owner of SSB Creations. Many people call me Nita Bug.
What's SSB?
SSB actually is my initials. No, my mother is watching, so shout out to her because she made sure that I mentioned that.
Okay.
So she gave me my name, SSB Creations. That's with event planning business. So she gave me the name for my business. Who am I?
How long have you been in business?
Coming up on 6 years this year. 2020.
Congratulations. That's
Yes.
awesome.
Thanks.
Why did you go into business?
I'm gonna keep this PG-13.
No, you don't have to. We don't roll like that.
No, I
here.
don't want to offend anybody.
We had the mature sign up. Oh, we just don't say names.
We don't. I wasn't.
Okay.
So I had a business prior to this, and it really wasn't working out. I made the executive decision to go on my own to save our friendship, and I've been on the up and up since.
So it was an event planning too?
So, yes.
Okay, so you've always done that.
Yeah.
So was that included in your 6 years of business?
No.
No, okay.
So SSB been in business for 6 years.
But how long have you been event planning?
I'm gonna say about 8.
Okay.
Maybe about 8, 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
We love to see that.
Is your friendship still intact after you all have gone your separate ways?
Oh, I ain't started a lot.
Not initially, but after I would say probably about 2 years, we came back close.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you miss that friendship during that period where you all weren't talking?
I did.
What brought you all back together?
I'm like a sucker for friendships. So I'm always the one that like reach out to people. Like I always try to find the good in someone, and then I just evaluate like how I could have changed the situation or how I could have handled myself better. Like I know I'm not perfect. I can be toxic at times. So
I'm sorry.
Okay. Now, when you say you can be toxic, meaning like you will overlook a situation or you look to just always be right in a situation, or how does that work?
I would probably say I look to always be right.
Are you a Taurus?
No, I'm actually an Aries, but I got the Taurus attitude.
Oh, boo.
Yes.
Are they together?
Right there.
They,
yeah.
and I'm on the cusp. So my birthday is the 19th. So
Okay.
yeah, I got both. It's real bad. Don't do that. Next question, please.
I don't have a next question.
Well, tell us how 2020 been for you.
What is this, day 14 of the new year? And every day, 2020 has presented me with something new, a new challenge. But some I'm ducking, some I'm dodging, and then others I'm just growing through. But 2020 looks real promising for me.
Okay. How's your writing?
My writing is good.
Okay.
I went back to the drawing board. Yeah, June 19th, something going to drop.
Okay. Will the DHONS be there?
The DHONS will be there.
We invited?
Everybody's invited.
But I want to be VIP. And I said it.
Y'all see this?
Yes.
Claiming your friendship. Okay.
Uh-huh.
We're going to leave that in 2019.
She my friend. But
They know. Trust me.
Yes, they do.
They know.
Okay, so do you have any last words for 2020? I know you didn't get much to say.
I'm going to hold on to the end of the show.
Okay.
But to the viewers, we heard you all about last episode. Understand that when you are in media, everybody's personalities don't always gel, but this is a platform that we have provided for ourselves and others, and the opinions expressed are that of each individual that sits behind the mic. So don't slide in our DMs no more. We know.
Yeah. What we talking about today? Because I don't even want to give that too much time. They got 2 hours of my time.
We talking about the young world.
Young
You
world.
then versus you now.
Ooh.
We gonna go 10 years back.
Oh, that was a good year.
We had a lot of fun in 25.
Mm.
So you from the Hill for the sake of the show. You know, you went to Oxon Hill.
Class of 03.
One time for the Clippers.
Okay. So what would you say to yourself 10 years ago?
Slow down. Pay attention.
What were you in a rush for? And you can use your adult voice. You can project.
Don't they always tell you about your adult voice?
They do, and I'm gonna address that.
I was just in a rush to, I guess, grow up.
Did you feel like you were missing something?
Not necessarily. It was more so of a, and I think I actually kind of sort of had that problem too. It was more so of a trying to prove myself to a specific person.
Is that person still in your life right now?
Unfortunately, yes.
Oh, okay. You kind of walked me into the next question.
But it sounds like they could have possibly pushed you to be a better person.
Actually, they did.
Okay, so
They
that's a
did.
good thing.
They did. It's more so of a I'm a be great and I'm gonna rub this in your face. And I hate to be like that because I'm very humble, but towards this specific person, just don't ask me who it is.
We not
We don't.
Okay.
on air. But at 8:31, I want to know. But no, seriously. So, is that how you wager your value of yourself versus how other individuals see you? And it's for all of us.
No, not necessarily. I would think how I am now, I wish I was that person 10 years ago.
Do you feel like some of the things that you encountered, you had to really go through and grow through to be where you are now, to be SSB, to be on your way to whatever your future endeavors are? You had to go through those moments. Or do you feel like some of those moments you could have did without?
I think I had to go through them to be where I'm at right now.
Okay. Would you say it made you stronger?
Definitely made me stronger.
Okay.
Definitely made me stronger.
All right.
I feel like it kind of made me a little sucker too, but definitely still made me stronger. Like when I mean sucker, meaning I am more of a I'm kind of more of a forgiving person. So if you was to sit right here and you was to cuss me out right now, in a couple days, I probably reach out to you and be like, "Hey, what was that about? Like, would you?"
Okay.
I'ma just use drinking as was you drunk? You all right? Versus if you curse me out, I should have been like, "Oh, fuck this bitch."
Now, when you are forgiving a person, are you forgiving them for you or are you forgiving them for them and their actions?
I have not grasped that yet, so I don't know.
Okay.
It's more of a I want to know stuff, like I would know what my next role is. So
Okay.
I ask questions of you. All right, you cool? We need to talk. Like, what's up?
Oh, okay.
I don't like to be in the blind about nothing. I really don't. So I ask questions.
How do you ask? Do you think it's always best to address a person face to face?
I'm really not a face-to-face person.
Okay.
I will say I am with my mate because I feel that's important. But if I can shoot you a quick text of, "Hey, what's up? What's going on? What was that about?" I would do that versus a
But you don't
face-to-face.
think that's like impersonal and that people could take it the wrong way? So like this is just me giving a blank scenario. So like now me, like how we were talking before the show, and you even said you were kind of the same way. Well, we really don't care that much, right? So to me, if I send a text, I may not be mad, but the way you may read it,
May come
especially
off.
knowing the context of it, may come off a little funky.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then like I'm a type of person where sometimes I may even type in caps and not even notice. Like honestly, especially like when I worked at my last job, everything used to be in caps. So my phone and my computer and all that just stayed like that naturally. So I may not even be paying attention. I may just type and send it. So do you think that it's best to, even though you said you're not that person, do you think that certain conversations, or with us being the more grown and mature women that we are now, that we need to say, hey, let's meet up real quick? Or are you still okay sending a text?
No, I will say now that I have gotten older, I'm more of a no, let's meet up, let's talk.
Okay.
Because I have been known to be a bitch. Mm-hmm. And I will view it as you feel that I have an attitude, but I really don't be having an attitude. Mm-hmm. So my text may come across as
right.
What the hell she thinks she is? But it's not. I'm direct. I just ask questions like that. Mm-hmm. So I'm more of a now, and it's been brought to my attention. Like even with like my best friend, she brought it to my attention of you kind of hurt my feelings with saying certain things. So I'm like, okay, well now let me just be more direct. Of hey, let's meet up. What's going on? Now if you choose that you don't want to meet up to me, I'm just X you off now because
really.
Because I'm trying to be an adult about it. Like,
even
don't
if that's
shut
your
me
best
down.
Friend?
No, not with her.
Oh, okay.
But I'm just saying with other people.
Okay. So it depends on the relationship.
Yeah, it depends on the relationship. If I say, hey, let's meet up, let's talk, and you don't want, you X'd off now.
What if that person is not in a space to meet with you right then and there? Because everybody processes things differently.
I understand that, and I think that's my toxic trait.
Okay.
Is I want things done when I want them done right then and there. And I get over stuff quickly. Like I can sit up here and I can bawl my eyes out, and by tomorrow I'm be like, "Oh, hey, what's up?" I'm over it like that fast. So I expect other people to be over it, and I know that you're not going to be. But I think it depends on certain. I think it depends on certain things that need to be discussed. If we supposed to be friends, and I come to you like, "Hey, what's up? We need to have a conversation," and you tell me, "Nah, I'm good." All right, cool. Because I feel like at that point, you don't care about our friendship, to me. Because if I'm coming to you trying to save the friendship and we can have an adult conversation about it and you don't want to, all right, cool. There's nothing else to talk about. I don't want to hear about it when you're over it at that point.
But I wasn't ready to hear about it when you was ready to talk about it.
I understand that, but that's me and you two different people. I'm telling you that I don't want to hear about it when you're ready.
Girl, your spice is on 1,000.
Yeah, Shanita, you can't do that.
What?
Everybody can't move to your beat.
You have to be fair in your expectation. There has to be a median, right? You know, in friendships, sometimes we have this unrealistic expectation that because I'm ready, you're ready. No.
I understand that. However,
I don't want to hear that.
No, it's not like we get into it today and then I'm calling you tomorrow of, hey, what's up? Let's meet up. I'm not saying that. I do give you time to process because I done processed and then I've thought about, okay, do I need to still have you around or do I need to X you off my list? So by the time I come to you and say, hey, what's up? Let's go out for a drink. A drink's lighten the mood of everything. Come on, let's go out for a drink. And if you turn me down, oh, okay, well, I feel like you don't care. Cause I'm now, as I've gotten older, I'm real big on friendships and relationships and relationship building. So I don't have time for the 1 minute you fuck with me and the next minute you talking about me behind my back because you mad. I don't have time for that. So if I come to you and say, hey, what's up? Do we need to talk? What's going on? And you turn me down. Oh, all right. So because I automatically think in my mind that you've already been talking about me.
So I have a question, and this is for both of y'all because you're building your own business as well. So do you think that you kind of learn a lot of your do you learn ways to manage your relationships? Have you learned more because you are a business owner or entrepreneur?
I will say I have.
You have?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I have learned that so I'm real laid back and it bothers people.
Myself included.
You know, but when it's time to produce a result, I'm there.
This is true.
So my work ethic isn't that of everybody else's. And that was something that I really had to learn. You know, all right, you give me the task, cool. I don't need to be micromanaged. Because I'm not going to micromanage you. And this is where I say, Shanita, you know, learning the expectation of others versus the expectation of yourself. Like really being able to understand that. And that was a hard feat for me. But I gave the blueprint of an idea I had to somebody. I was like, hey, what you think about this? This person took my entire idea and ran with it. And it's pretty lucrative for them. Like I'm not even gonna lie.
Well, we've seen a lot of that on this show.
We have, but like this would have been
shades.
my that was very shady.
You just talked about that at the beginning of the show. Shadiness.
Oh, I'm coming for y'all in 2020.
Well, we're only 14 days in. Don't believe the hype.
No, I'm coming for the next.
So, you know, to watch them bring what I felt like was my baby to light, I was like, ooh, I need to be a little bit more mindful of who I share with and what I share with them. So that was a hard pill to swallow.
So
But that was an expectation, though. I expected you not to, you were my friend, so I expected you not to go behind my back and use something that I told you, like, hey, what do you think about this? Well, you showed me what you thought about it because you made a profit off of it. And when I addressed it, like, hey, you know, we talked about that. It was, well, I didn't think you were serious about it.
That was ought to be my question.
Wow.
Of how did you handle that? But
I let them be great because you might execute. I ain't gonna say might. This person definitely executed what I talked about, but you don't have the same finesse I have. So you're gonna do it your way, and that's just what it is. But I'm okay with that. I'm no hater.
okay.
So we have some questions.
Good, because we got a couple over here too.
First, Shanita Curry is online, and she agrees with you. But Kia asks, is it okay for the other person to say we need to talk, and you say I'm not ready? And I think y'all kind of already addressed that. So you would shut them out.
No, if a person was to come to me and say I want to talk,
But what if you're not ready?
I feel like if you come to me and you tell me that you want to talk, I'm going to give you my attention.
So you're always going to be ready.
Yes.
Okay.
Not me, depending on the situation, and depending on where it happened, and what the reasoning was behind it. Are you ready to talk to clear your conscience, or are you ready to talk because you know you need to apologize for what happened? If I don't feel those two,
See, that
Hold
goes
that
back
L.
to me going back to I want to know. So,
But I know that about
wanna
myself.
hear
Well,
what you have to say. If I feel that it's bullshit, this is bullshit. I'm leaving.
Right.
So.
And it sounds like you're kind of trying to read a person, whether they're genuine or not, off the
right.
top. But can I say, as your friend,
Friend.
shade. Come on, friend.
you don't always know. I think that, so me and you had an incident on the rooftop.
Okay.
When I tell you I genuinely did not realize what happened until repeating it actually to you, saying it out loud. And you kept saying, but how did you not know? How did you not know? And it was like, I did not know I said that out loud. Like, and I know that I'm super genuine with you. Like, everybody knows how I feel about you. So I think at that moment you were, I don't know, frustrated with me. And I felt like you questioned my genuineness with you, which should never, ever be in question. But I think that you have to be a little bit more forgiving as a person. I don't think that...
But why?
I think that she's guarded, and I don't want you to ever think that anybody's coming for your neck, because they don't. I just think that there aren't a lot of people like her out here in the world. And so it may be harder for her to understand where people are coming from. You know what I'm saying?
I get it, but maybe she is not as forgiving because she has been messed over so many times.
Y'all know she's sitting right here. Y'all know that. Y'all know she's sitting right here.
So it's a little different. It's basically what you was just trying to, what if somebody is ready to talk and you're not ready? You want her to be forgiven because you forgive it. That's not fair to her.
What does she think?
She, me, I. I think that I read off of people's energy, right? And having a spirit of discernment, people will make you feel like, oh, you overthinking a situation, or you tripping, or you crazy. Nah, I know what I see.
But you seeing it through your eyes and not theirs.
You right. In that moment, if you've offended me, it's my vision.
Excellent point. I have nothing for you after that. Do you? Okay, excuse me. Do y'all think the same way in a intimate relationship, or do you give them more passes?
I honestly believe that we give our significant other more passes than we do in friendships.
Women,
we are most definitely more forgiving
to men than we are to
our
ourselves,
friends, and to our friends. Yes,
and to ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
What you think?
I think I'm the selective single Dawn.
But the roster is, hey boo. But the roster is lit.
Don't say that.
The inbox is jumping.
No.
We alley hooping over here.
Boss.
So, are you more forgiving?
I'm not telling you nothing else.
Nobody knows. Are you more forgiving to men than you are women?
I'm not even gonna say men. I'm more understanding when I can genuinely feel that a person knows or they understand that what they did was wrong. Like if I don't have to keep repeating myself to you about something, I can understand, okay, you know what, this was a fuck up on their part, and I'm gonna take that one. But don't keep showing me that same behavior, because now it's a choice.
But so what's the keep showing you? 2 times, 3 times, 4 times?
You don't get
1
4.
time?
You don't get 4.
I mean, of course, 4, that's you just really fucking playing.
This is my thing, because if
what if it's spaced out? Like 4 over 15 years.
Nigga, what is this? Overdraft fees? No. Fuck. You don't have
seriously, because nobody changes overnight.
You're right, but we talked about this last season. Okay. You show a person how to treat you by how you treat yourself. Right? Okay. If I keep giving you a pass and you keep doing the same thing, I'm showing you that blatant disrespect is okay. Mm-hmm. I'm not doing that.
Hey, Cookie.
I'm not doing that. Especially when you have acknowledged with me that there are some things that you would want me to change about myself. And if I've worked hard to change that about myself, you can do the same.
Y'all know what I'm getting from this conversation with y'all, and even in the comments, that women...
You're not a woman.
I am, but I'm an exception. Women...
Why? Because you married?
No. I just think that y'all are just...
Y'all, do you identify as something else?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Well, let me just say y'all too, then instead of speaking in general of women, but in between y'all and the people online, except for husband, because he said women give their girlfriends a major pass. Where I see it the opposite.
He talking about us. Hey, Frankie.
Well, us is different, but I see it the opposite. Like, I feel like y'all are... I mean, this my way or the highway is just not gonna work.
It's not about it being my way or the highway. It's about having a compromise.
Because
you gotta meet in the middle somewhere.
But your compromise is, if I tell you this, do it next time. People do not change overnight. You have to learn a habit.
That's why I agree with you when I say I feel like we give our significant other more of a pass than we do our female friends.
Yes. So, Shanita.
Because, okay, I'm going to use my boyfriend for example. Shout out to Bay.
Hey, Bay.
Hey, Bay. I know you watching.
Well, that's the loudest she got. Oh, so y'all that. When she talking about a man.
When I talk about my Bay, I be excited. No, but I would say for him, like,
hey, Trey.
He know I'm a clean person, and I hate going to bed with dishes in the sink.
Okay.
I know this sounds minor, but this is a big deal.
Because I'm trying to understand where we going, but okay.
If I cook, you wash the dishes.
Mm-hmm.
So he has this thing of, I understand you work 2 jobs, yada, yada, yada.
Mm-hmm.
But if I cook, you have to wash the dishes. I feel like I had set the foundation of what I expect of him. And if he don't do it, I yell, scream, da-da-da-da.
But you're not asking him out like you just said you asking your girlfriend out.
Because I'm just giving a
pass.
No.
So the man gets more of a pass.
I was giving a kindergarten example.
No, you giving a man more
I want to know how
long
long them dishes sit in there.
No, it was only...
Because it
will only sit in there. No, it will only sit in. It will only sit in
the dishes in the sink. Y'all see how loud she got? We ain't leave them dishes in there. I want to know how. So, are you waking him up to wash them dishes? And don't lie, cause Bae
I
watching.
have.
And he gonna be in the comments.
And I'm about to say he probably pop in the comments and yeah, she
Or
had.
do you go to bed mad and wake up and be like, wash these dishes?
No, I will. I have done the. You need to get up and wash these dishes. I don't care how many jobs you work. But then it's been other times because I'm being sympathetic of damn, you do work 2 8-hour jobs and yada yada yada. So I will go to bed mad, and if he wants some cookie, nah, nigga, don't touch me. Like,
Troy, can I
Cause he
say
left-
something?
Cause he left the dishes in the sink.
Yes, you need to go down there and wash them dishes.
Troy, can
so
I
you'll
say
get some
something?
tomorrow when you come home from work because I'm mad about you left the dishes in there before. But I will say by the time I come home from work that day, because he leaves out after me, them dishes be washed by the time I come home.
Sometimes
Troy,
mad
tag
sex
me in.
be good sex, but go ahead.
Mad sex is the best sex.
You telling your business.
Oh,
You
babe,
go
I'm
ahead.
picking a fight when we get home. Because I washed dishes today and I don't appreciate it.
But you gave Bae all these chances. Oh, you work 2 jobs. I'm gonna let you sleep. But if your friend don't want to talk about it, when you're ready to talk about it, you said you asking her out, Shanita. That's not fair.
No, yes, it is.
Which
because
to
I
me-
feel like we are adults.
Okay,
Like,
so you tell me what you
I
think
feel like if
as
I will-
the hood therapist.
I think that the friend ain't slinging the wood like the Bae. So
Okay, but does it say anything about the way? So she's willing to forgive her man, but she's not willing to forgive a woman.
Well, I don't think
She
it's that she's
also-
not willing. I
but-
think it's that she just wants it when she wants it. So she willing to if
But
they
she-
abide by her rule.
But she said
No, I'm
Bae
not
can.
saying
She
that.
said Bae can sleep because I understand he worked 2 jobs. But if sis is not ready to hear the conversation, X out. That's not fair. So
no,
are
that's
you
not what I
fin-
said. No,
so-
that's not what I
but
said.
my
I
question
said
is,
if we was to have an argument, I'm going to give you about 2-3 days. That's
the woman,
The
not,
woman,
not Bae.
Yes,
Okay,
the woman. I feel like 2-3 days. You had time to adjust. You had time to sleep on it, register, talk to other people. That's because that's what we do. We go to our other girl. Bitch, guess what this bitch done said? Da-da-da. That's what we do. So you got about 2-3 days. If I come to you and say, "Hey, come on, let's talk," if you don't want to talk about it, oh, all right, X. Because by the time you come
Bae
to
can
me,
sleep and the dishes still be in the sink. What's
but
the next
Bae-
question?
Okay,
hood
Bae
therapist?
only had 24 hours. I gave her 2-3 days.
Which is still in the
Curry claimed.
So-
I think Curry trying to tell me I'm wrong because she's saying you cannot compare the 2.
You can't, cause I'm
I
sleeping
think you
with
can't
him.
compare.
I'm not sleeping with
you
her.
can't compare the 2 because
Well, I
one
just
got a
said
dick
that.
and one don't.
I
yes,
just said
you
that.
did. That's why you the hood therapist. What's next, Oprah?
Okay. All right, Oprah.
Cause you taking us to Hollywood.
What would you say your hardest thing would be about adulting? Because, the whole joke is like, oh, adulting is so ghetto, like paying bills and, just doing the things we don't want to do, but we have to do. So what would you say your hardest thing would be about adulting?
Y'all probably think this childish, but folding clothes, doing laundry.
Well, no, because my clothes sit on the opposite side of the bed, so
That's
I
the
have-
hardest.
Yes. Like it's something about me. Like I get a joy
No,
out of
Curry.
paying bills.
I got a
really
few.
do.
You want them?
No, but I get a joy, and
Look,
it
Troy
comes,
over there ready to see.
No, and that comes. I inherited that from my mother. Like she did not play about her bills. So when I get paid, I'm cool with being broke because I done paid all my bills. But I would let clothes sit up in my room for weeks
Okay.
and weeks and
You?
weeks.
Adulting?
Mm-hmm.
The hardest thing, I would have to say, accountability and responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
Like there are a lot of responsibilities that I have that I don't want.
Mm-hmm.
When I was 16, 17,
Mm-hmm.
my only responsibility,
Mm-hmm.
the latest sneakers, making sure my pair of suit goes
That's
fit.
almost the same responsibility you have now.
Mind your business. And I've been doing good with my tennis shoe fetish. Thank you very much. Yeah, just making sure my pair of suit goes fit.
Mm-hmm.
Making sure
They
my
still
Reebok,
fit.
don't they? Filled out
Are
too.
y'all catching all these eyes over here?
Making sure my Reeboks didn't have the toe prints in the front, and I was good.
Oh, I miss them days.
Yeah.
Okay.
You?
Fresh pair of
Before
white
you sip?
princesses.
What's my hardest part of being an adult? I would have to say being a mother. Having that
I feel like you was gonna
responsibility
say
to lead them. Like that's a lot because I be wanting to cut the fuck up. But they right there. And they even watch this show, and Chan gonna look at me when she see me cuss like that. But yeah, that's the hardest part.
So, Shanita, for you, and well, all of us, because we all own separate
Yes,
businesses.
sweet honey.
What would you say your hardest thing is with entrepreneurship? Like when you decided to subscribe to being an entrepreneur, what made you say, this is what I'm going to do, no matter what the feat, what the challenge?
My hardest thing was
And it's a two-parter, so think about what you're going to say.
But don't think too long because the clock ticking.
right. I would say getting my family to support me. That was the hardest.
That's important?
No, what she said the hardest.
Oh, okay. But
For her.
I know, but I'm asking, is that important for you?
No.
Because
not
I
now.
feel like family supporting in what you do will always, and this is no shade to her family, will always look for a discount.
They do.
And so that's why that wouldn't even be important to me.
But she didn't ask what was important. She said what was the hardest.
But why would that be the hardest if it's not the most
Be-
important?
She said when you first started. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No,
You
yeah, but I'm
said when
just
you
saying,
first
if that's not
started-
important, why would it be hard? Like, why am I even
So this
giving
is-
something
Well-
that's not important time?
You look for your family and your immediate friends to support your venture. When you first
When
start,
when I first started, I looked for them to become successful, but I am who I am today without them.
And I was going to say, isn't the best, I guess, accolade or customer someone from the outside trusting you rather than someone from the inside? Because to me, if an insider gave me business, I would kind of feel like they have to. Instead of somebody actually doing the research, going on my website and looking at the pictures, following and saying, oh, I want her. She's the best out of 100. Instead of just saying, oh, this is my cousin. She going to give me a discount. Not saying that's what they say,
Right.
but you know what I'm saying? Like, does that make any sense? So, to me, but she asked you. You're right. She asked you, not me.
I was just
But you
automatically thought about from the first time what made me jump out there. It was, I thought that my family would support me and I would be more successful than what I am now.
Okay, so now fast forward. Have you ever had like a negative interaction with a customer and you had to do some type of damage control? And by that, I mean, you know, when you're on Google and Yelp, you can't delete those comments. But let's say, you know, people love to get on social media and drag you. They love to get in your comments. They love to post about you on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever. How do you navigate through situations like that if you've ever had a customer that was dissatisfied or a potential customer?
Knock on wood, I have not had a bad review.
Okay.
But I will say I did have a difficult client where her wedding day kind of went bad. And although I feel like I did my part and I wanted her to know what happened, I feel like she held that against me. So what I did was I gifted her out of my own expense with something.
Okay.
For her and her husband at the time. Well, I'm guessing they still together, but her and her husband. And I didn't even get a thank you after that. So I've seen her and she won't even I done spoke. I'm not a mean person. Like I feel like I know I did right. The person that referred me told me that I did right. So I know that I did my best. So, but just to show my sympathy to her, I gifted her and her husband with a gift out of my own money, and I didn't even get a thank you. When she see me, she don't speak, she don't look my way, and I'm just like, oh, okay.
So I think that's shady, but I think that you also, when you give things, you can't expect anything back. And I say that only from personal experience. I've given to someone a lot, bitch. But I got nothing back.
Well, I wasn't expecting anything back, but I was at least expecting of thank you, I received it.
General
or whatever.
manners.
Yeah, general manners.
Everybody ain't got that.
I'm
Her mama
starting
failed in that one.
We not gonna talk about how her mother raised her.
We not, because we talked about that last show, and
I'm just next question.
answer your own question.
Okay, Mom. So the service that I provide is a little different.
Mm-hmm.
So I am oftentimes the buffer between the court system
Mm-hmm.
and those entering back into the community.
Okay.
So I stand with the offender more than I stand with the court system.
Mm-hmm.
Because you see them as a case number, I see them as an individual.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking to input them into programs that will reduce their rate of recidivism. You looking just to have them come back behind bars.
For $1.
We're not the same.
Okay.
Okay,
So
big
it-
word.
Come on.
She went to
education.
Oxford Hill.
Okay.
I know a little something about something. But the hardest thing was people like, why you want to work with them?
Mm-hmm.
Who is them?
Mm-hmm.
They are me and you.
That's it. And even
That's a good one, Shanita. Yeah.
we are all one step away from being on the opposite side of the law. And I can say that for myself because I did something when I was 19 that I was looking at 15 years of my freedom gone because somebody said something to me I ain't like.
Mm-hmm.
So when I see these individuals, I see somebody with potential. I see somebody who lost their way. And the hardest part about that was, and you're like, why you want to work with them? Fuck them. No, it's not fucking. That's somebody's son.
Mm-hmm.
That's somebody's mother. That's somebody's daughter. That's somebody's father. They mean something to somebody. Shit, they mean something to themselves.
And to you.
They do. Because Lord knows I have gone well above and beyond for some of my clients. I'm going to say that. And sometimes I got to thank you. Sometimes I didn't. But my greatest reward was seeing them back in the street being successful. I got a text message, I want to say it was like the end of November. One of my hardest clients texted me and was like, hey, Miss C, I'm graduating with my college degree. When I got this student, he could not read, he couldn't write, he could barely identify the letters in his name at 14.
Wow.
But could tell you every dope spot. I could pull up on him on the block, anywhere. He could tell me everything about the hood and about the street, but he could not tell me the fundamentals of life. And it was so hard to sit on the opposite side and watch another black man go down the drain. That's my thank you. The hardest part, too, would be sometimes you get emotionally invested. And some people you got to be okay with saying, I can't help you.
That's the hardest part for me that I can't accept. But just to add on to your story, I think that you have received, I'm not sure, husband, but you have received a lot of feedback regarding things that you've shared on the show, your experiences, or even just you just talking. Like I shared that text message with you like around New Year's that somebody sent, remember?
Yeah, something
And I
about I'm
said-
real cool or something like that. I don't
No,
know.
they said that you talk with purpose.
That's it.
They said you talk with purpose and they enjoy hearing you talk. And I think that sometimes you don't even realize when you're talking, even on here, like I'm not with you from your 9 to 5, but I know from 7:30 to 8:30, we get a lot of feedback and you yourself receive a lot of feedback that you don't put out there about how you do talk with purpose and how just you sharing your story or sharing your truth has made them look twice in the mirror. And I think that that's something that you often kind of overlook, because even when you will tell me or you will show me, it's like, oh, look, but it's like, nigga, you done changed somebody's whole life dynamic by being real. And so I think that you have to acknowledge.
I don't think she overlook it. I think it comes so natural to her that she don't think it's been projected in that manner.
And so now that you say that, that's actually, for me or to me, the quality of a genuine person. Like I'm not saying something or I'm not doing nothing. This kind of
Just to
goes
get
into the
likes.
next show.
This is
Yes,
who-
life after the
This is
lie.
who I am.
Yes.
Cause sitting here and I'm just like leaned over and I was listening to you just talk. I felt inspired. Like it is people out here that I look at those same people too. Like they not just regular people or somebody that doesn't matter. No, these are individuals. This is somebody, mother, father, sister, daughter, brother. So I think it's more of a you talk like that because that's who you are. Mm-hmm. It's not for. This is not for show. This is not for the Unsisted Network. This is who I am.
Agreed. And in 45 minutes, you were able to show. And even though you know Shanita before that, but in 45 minutes, you were able to impact her.
Yeah.
And I think that a lot of times you overlook that. So, Troy, I was able to calculate that time, but a requirement of being our engineer is being able to do math.
Ooh.
So that was an easy one to calculate, but the next one I need you to figure out on your own, okay?
Y'all see that spade? Spade?
She been coming for Troy all night. So I need to get on your game.
This is a test for Troy. Troy.
It's good to know that I have, been a change agent in the community, that I've had a lasting impact, as we all have. And, sometimes the greatest form of flattery are the things that are said about you that you don't know.
Exactly. That's exactly what I wanted to get to. I know a lot of times that you said before, you are good for playing the sixth man or the background, but I think it's important for people to acknowledge those type of people, and not just Carmen, but those type of people, period, the people that play the background, because if you ain't have that background, it wouldn't run like that. Like, I've had several events, and you have been at every single one, and at every single one, you knew what I needed when I needed it. You went out your way to make sure I wasn't stressing or whatever, from the time of planning to the time of execution. And a lot of those people don't get those recognition. And in 2020, bitch, I'm here to give you that recognition.
Shout out to the background people.
Okay.
The background people make it work.
They do.
They do.
So let us
and being an executive assistant, I had to stress to my boss, like, when you getting them promotions, don't forget about me. Because if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be where you are. And it's not like a trying to boast about it, but it's a lot of stuff that goes behind background people.
Yes,
it
and
really
so
is.
Even for you to remember that as an entrepreneur yourself, I know you do a lot of things yourself, but eventually, nigga, SSB gonna have a storefront. Don't forget the cashiers. Don't forget those people that make it work.
Shout out to my best friend, because she is most definitely my backup person, my background person. Any ideas I need to shoot off her. Hey, Candy, I need this, and this. She like, all right, I got it. Make sure I don't work. I got it. If I do, don't worry about it. So them background people definitely are the foundation of every business.
You can't work without them. So
just
somebody
they want to be in the front, don't worry about it. They in the background working.
So Sweet Honey Robinson, Carmen says she definitely impact people. I don't watch often, but when I do, I enjoy.
Thanks, Sweet Honey. I appreciate you.
Oh, that's Toya. That's class of 03.
Where's O2?
That is.
No, we got some O2s over here. We got Ashley. We got Brandon.
Oh, hey.
03 just taking over. Don't worry about y'all.
O2.
So this is when the show
Shout out
get
to Oxon Hill.
a little messy.
A little messy. Come on,
messy.
Shanita. You done already broke the seal. Just pour me just a tad bit.
Well, let me not say messy. So this was from one of our male viewers who often watches the show.
This.
Ooh, that's enough.
I said we finishing it.
Yeah, you finish.
Y'all drink responsibly.
Why she sitting up here still with her same cup?
Hey, that I have not touched.
At all.
Hurry. Go ahead.
Keep it
I'm on
great,
y'all
Oprah.
nerves.
Yes.
Keep
Don't
it
worry
great,
about
Oprah.
me.
Hey, girl. I was
So one of our male viewers asked, why do women get in relationships when their emotional baggage has not been fully unpacked?
Shanita.
And let me just tell you how this came about, because I had really been thinking about this person. Like, I know him. And I was like, let me just shoot him a text and say, hey, you know what? I'm proud of you. I've watched your manifestation over the last 6 months to a year, and I'm so proud of the man you've become, yada, yada, yada. And it hurt my heart when he told me that his relationship had dissolved, because I was like, oh, I really like y'all together. And I was like, oh, shit, maybe I shouldn't have sent that. But he told me the young lady felt like she was not good enough for him, because she had some baggage that she hadn't unpacked.
Yeah. I know that feeling. What you say, Shanita?
I think
And Toya.
I think it stems from maybe daddy issues, honestly. I think that's where a lot of our baggage as women come from, because we look to these men to be something that our dads wasn't.
Now, let me throw a monkey wrench in there real quick. We might go over our time, but that's okay. Now,
Troy, you
we
good over
never
there?
talk about women having mama issues, because a lot of us have grown up in single parent household, headed by the mother. I don't need no man. That's a
Yeah.
mama issue.
That is.
You are giving me that narrative that, hey, I can do this on my own.
But do you need a man?
But I wouldn't necessarily say that is I would say mommy played into, but I wouldn't say that's a mommy issue, because that would still result back to the dad not being there. So, Dad, why wasn't you there? Why did mommy have to?
Maybe daddy was there. Mama ain't tell you.
That too. So I feel like it's a lot of. I'm real big on going to counseling, therapist, hood therapist. Shout out to you. I'm real big on talking to somebody and not just your friends, to get you through your issues in life, because sometimes your friends could be biased. You need to talk to somebody that don't know you from a can of paint, that's going to tell you what's wrong with you. So it has a lot to do with, I will reiterate I would take back what I said, not daddy issues, parent issues, because it can go both ways. Because it can come from daddy not being there and then mommy having that, oh, you don't need a man attitude. Or it could also come from daddy was trying to be there, because now we see in our society now where it's a lot of fathers that's trying to step up, but the mother is being toxic of, oh, you don't give me no money, you can't see your child. And we don't see that until we get older.
We talked about y'all bitter baby mamas.
Yeah, we don't see that until we get older of, oh, dad tried to be around. But then it can kind of conflict to that with daddy, you didn't try hard enough. So it's a lot that can go into that.
Okay, Toya?
Well, I just want to address something Shanita said. I think that trying hard enough, that's not for you to decide. You know, daddy may have tried as hard as he knew how to. And the mother just may have been that bitter baby mother that we spoke of in season 1. Why do women get into relationships when their baggage hasn't been fully dealt with emotionally? I don't think that women's baggage will ever be fully dealt with emotionally. I think that we are emotional beings. That's just who we are, what we do. We're going to carry that to the day we die, trying to please everybody else.
I agree.
Why we get in relationships? We love compassion.
I agree.
Women love love. We love dick.
I agree.
You find that in a relationship.
I'm laughing because that
I
reminds me
wasn't trying to say I agree just on that part. I was just saying I agree with everything you said.
Neither. So in season 1, I said with dating comes dick.
We love that. Like, we love the security, the safety that a man provides. So it is what it is. What you got, hood therapist?
Is that my name from here on out?
Yes.
Okay.
Come on, we claiming that in 2020.
And before you comment, can
I
I
can be
just
your
put that in
secretary.
there? I feel like nobody likes to be alone. Period.
I agree. Even men.
So I feel like that's why it's not just women that just get into these relationships with baggage. I feel like nobody likes to be alone.
I agree.
So we all come with some type of baggage because we're trying to fill some type of void.
Okay. Well, that kind of goes to my answer. I was going to say selfishness. You know, I think that we can oftentimes be selfish with not wanting to identify what we feel. So I'm not going.
I'm sorry, you said selfish or selflessness?
Selfishness.
Like you being selfish with your.
Oh, okay. I thought you said selflessness.
You know, the
Okay.
expectation.
Okay, so let me hear.
You know, oftentimes we don't want to look in that mirror. We want to turn that mirror and we want to deflect what it is that we're struggling with. So I give you the blueprint of why I'm hurt, right? I've shown you and I've told you why I'm hurt. These are the things that hurt me. You're going to do the exact opposite for a period of time. So you're going to pacify my insecurities. You're going to give me that validation that I need so I feel good about myself. But it's not up to you to do that. It's up to me. And a lot of us don't want to do that self-work.
Up to me as
It's up to me to make myself happy. So a lot of people go
That
into
is
these
true.
relationships with the notion that, oh, this person is going to make me happy. It does not matter who the individual is. If you are not happy with yourself, you're never going to be happy with anybody.
I think that's hard for a lot of women to realize.
I'm not even going to say women. I'm going to say individuals.
I'ma
But for the
say
basis, for the
women.
premise of this question, women.
I'm gonna say women for the answer. Period. Can we get messy real quick? Cause we only got
Go ahead.
Troy. What's the minutes? Okay, y'all heard Troy. So oh, look at my boo. He siding with you. What's our messy question of the day? Oh, Chrissy and Kimbella. I gave up on Love and Hip Hop New York.
I'm not able to watch that show. I watched it with the sound off because I was looking at the body language. No, I'm not watching that.
I'm
this season.
disappointed
Sorry,
in
friend.
Chrissy. I haven't been able to watch it in a while. I'm really disappointed in her. I expected so much more from her.
It was your idea to watch the show.
It was because I was expecting so much more from her.
And that's who I was referring to, kind of, sort of earlier. She ties into the person of what I mean. You learn to grow, because I once was probably Chrissy, quick to pop off, but now that I'm older, I want to talk about it. So I feel like with Chrissy, dog, you older.
Yeah.
Why are you still coming at Yandy neck the way you do? And I just started tuning in this season. Like, I stopped looking at it years ago, but something was just like, it was nothing else on Netflix. I was like, let me just be righteous for a minute. But how she coming at Yandy, I don't agree with. And I love Yandy.
Do you think it's a hate thing?
I do.
Okay.
But why?
Well, your house got foreclosed.
But
Just one.
Don't matter.
that's just one. And then two, although my husband in jail, I'm married, and you've been engaged to this nigga for how many seasons? They still engaged, but kicker is she done said it. The house got foreclosed, but she wasn't living there for 4 years.
Right,
So
right.
technically, y'all weren't even together.
So what you say about Chrissy and Kimbella?
I just think Kimbella is a get with, and she's just messy, and she just wants to be seen. Because ain't no way, unless we had first of all, they just had a talk just this season, and Chrissy whooped your ass a couple seasons ago. Ain't no way I'm going to be buddy friends with you, and then I'm going against my so-called sister, which is Yandy.
You can't take an L.
No,
You gotta be an adult and take your L.
No, what I'm saying is, how is it that Kimbella and Yandy supposed to be sisters, but then Chrissy coming to play?
But they
and
was
then,
beefing last season, right?
But that's still my sister. It's one. I ain't gonna say no name. It's one female that I'm real cool with. But I'm not about to sit up here and go be friends with her enemy just because me and her not talking right now. I'm not going to do that, because at one point I considered you my sister. I still consider you my sister, even though we still not talking. But I'm not about to go against the grain and do that. I think that's messy. And I think you look childish, and you look like you just want to be on the scene. Kimbella, you'll get with. You use a messy, get with.
But Kimbella, if you listening, keep listening. Go ahead, promote us. What you got for your closing thoughts?
Am I answering the question or I'm closing the show?
Both of them.
So I'm never, ever going to be friends with someone who has publicly humiliated me the way Chrissy humiliated Kimbella. And Kimbella, you got to hold that L. But I know for me, when I fight, so there's a fine line. There's no in between with me. When I'm mad, I'm mad. And when that vein pop out and these glasses come off, clear the house, because I'm great.
I've never
Fuck
seen
some
that.
shit up. And I mean that wholeheartedly. So if I get to that point with you, and I gotta drag you and flip you over the couch, we not sitting down, and we definitely not sitting down 7 years later, and you talking about, oh, I'm sorry.
Even after the growth that you've had in those 7 years?
I'm growing with these hands.
But see, I don't
I'm
feel like
not doing
Chrissy
that.
came with a type of growth.
I don't feel like it was
Because
genuine.
if you
but I'm
came
not
with a
doing that.
growth, you should have came with a growth all the way around the board, not just with one person. That's why I feel like Kimbella is weak, because you allowed this girl to turn you against your sister. This girl was in your wedding.
Well, she kind of showed us that she was weak.
I mean,
before
she
Chrissy.
did, but I'm just
look at her
saying.
and Jewels.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
Okay.
So the last thing from me is 2020. The DHONS not giving nothing away. Not a motherfucking thing.
I just thought you said at the beginning of the show you weren't doing shadiness.
This not shade. This is a warning. If y'all motherfuckers want to be on the show, no problem. We'd love to have you on. But if you agree to certain things, I need you to agree with the contract. Follow through. We are a brand. We are a business. We take our shit seriously, too. We work hard for this.
Exactly.
Friend, I love you. I hope I see you within the next 7 days, nigga, because you be playing now that you be playing.
14 days no more. Friend.
Okay.
Friend.
Me and my family, we miss you.
Ex-friend, how far I live from her?
Me and my family, we miss you. The bug not even in front of the house no more, nothing. We miss you. What you got to close?
Execute. Whatever you set out to do, execute it. Whether you got to do it alone or with somebody. And be okay if you fail. That's just a jump start to something else.
Okay.
I like that.
If you're watching us, you're about to see some clips from Shanita's business. Follow her at
SSB Creations, or you can follow my personal page, miss.ms.shanita.ssb.
The DMs are closed. You heard her talk about Bay.
Yes.
Good night.
Please don't.